and we are also trying to use artificial intelligence.
Wow.
Because
Really?
adding artificial intelligence, adding AGI on a product really attracts the venture capitalist, and it is easy to get funding from the market. Maybe I think NVIDIA CIO has recently told that you don't have to do coding. Because AI will do all the coding for you. But I don't agree on his opinion.
Okay.
This is most like telling someone has discovered calculator. That means we don't need mathematician at all.
Okay.
Right. We have calculators, we don't need any mathematician at all. Especially about NVIDIA. Why NVIDIA CEO is so interested in telling this fact?
Okay.
Don't need to do coding at all.
Right.
Because with this rise of artificial intelligence, do you know which company which company got benefited the most?
हेलो दोस्तों, तो कैसे हो आप? तो आज हम लोग के साथ है एक सीनियर सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर जो अपनी जर्नी जो है आफ्टर द बीटेक, वो कैसे अपना जो सॉफ्टवेयर जर्नी जो उन्होंने स्टार्ट किया, होल ऑफ द स्टोरी आज हम उनके मुख से सुनेंगे। और क्या है उनका टोटल बैकग्राउंड जो भी है, बहुत मज़ेदार होने वाला है आज की वीडियो। तो आज के इस वीडियो में स्वागत करते हैं हम लोग सौरभ भाई को। सो हेलो सौरभ, हाउ आर यू?
Hey Vasudev, I'm doing good. What about you?
Yeah, I am also feeling good and also excited. तो कैसे हो आप? Yeah.
I'm definitely doing good. Yeah.
अच्छा, तो जब भी मैं पॉडकास्ट स्टार्ट करता हूँ तो मैं जो गेस्ट है उनके साथ मैं इंटरव्यू नहीं करना चाहता, ऑन टू ऑन कम्युनिकेटिंग करना चाहता हूँ। एज उनका क्या फीलिंग है वो मैं मेंटेन करना चाहता हूँ। तो आपका क्या थॉट है, आपका जर्नी जो है वो कैसा है, अगर कुछ बता पाओ, और साथ के साथ आपका इंट्रोडक्शन जो है वो भी हम सुनना चाहते हैं।
Okay. ठीक है, I'll introduce myself. So, as you mentioned, my full name is Shurav Rai, and I'm currently working as a software development engineer at Amazon, and I have around 3.5 years of experience. And yeah, so I was originally from Jadavpur University, from Bengal only. And from the beginning, I'm with Amazon only, and I'm currently part of transportation org. It is the financial transportation financial org, where we do all the transportation related business. We manage all the finance for that. It is a global business. I'm currently building software to support that.
Okay. So what is the year you pass out?
I passed out, I think, 2020, around end of 2020.
Okay, and
COVID time only.
yeah. And what was your package? You get offered?
Okay, I forgot the exact number, but it was, I think, something around 28 or 29.
Okay, wow. So how was your college life?
Okay, so actually I started my university in 2016, and my college life is not very colorful. So yeah, so I was not very I used to in first year I used to go to college, and I used to join all the lectures and all, but I feel bored, and from later part my attendance really dropped, and I didn't really like college life at all. So I didn't normally I used to skip college a lot, and I used to study.
Okay, so you prefer that? Yeah, college is not good for myself. I only study my own self at my home. This is your preference, right?
Yeah, mostly. I don't really like formal education, so I'm pretty allergic to formal education. So I hate. I used to hate to join college.
Okay.
There are some definitely restriction. I think in different colleges you have to maintain, I think, 70%, 80% attendance. But in Jadavpur, I think there was no restriction at that time, and I used to normally join only labs. But it was not colorful at all. So
you totally skip it out. Yeah. So what is your CGPA? You also not attend your classes, but although we also know your package was 29 or 30 LPA, and Like, what was your CGPA? Like, there were also like certain CGPA like maintain lots of students. So, if you shared, what's your CGPA you maintain in your college?
I think for cracking big companies, CGPA is important, but not that much. I think normally, especially for campus interview, maybe there will be some cutoff. Let's say 7.0 CGPA is the cutoff. Then you can attend the interview. Then it is totally dependent on your interview performance. And my CGPA, I think I forgot the exact number, but it was around 7.7, 7.8, around something. It was not very good. But I gave interview to Amazon, and I like this is the first company that came to Jadavpur that time, and I got placed in on campus.
Yeah. So like I also asked this question also like your interview round. So before that, I also know like currently I am a second year student of BCA, and like lots of my friends they are like finding the uh, internship, and they also like know okay which internship is better, paid internship or like non-paid. So what's your opinion like which internship will be there will be find?
Okay, I think I don't know which company like do this, but I don't really like the concept of non-paid internship. They are just exploiting labors of students. So I think you should opt for paid internship only. Definitely, you're like as part of internship, you're going to work on something, right? You're going to work on some project, and uh, so like whatever labor you are providing, they should pay you. So if the company is not providing that company, I think definitely a red flag, and you should not join it.
Okay.
If you have no other option, then you can definitely. But if you have option, you should not opt for this company.
Okay, so like how to find like internship? Do you have any idea?
Okay, I think there are lots of options. So for some of the colleges, there are normally like when normal hiring drive happens on campus hiring, then they also takes interns as well. Let's say they are hiring for fourth year student or MTech second year students. They also take interns from like third years. For BTech, let's say third years or MTech first year students also they take as intern. So the interview process is similar. Maybe the complexity of the questions they ask is not that much of a like normal hiring. But yeah, it takes like the interview rounds are pretty much similar, and they do hiring. This is one option. But there are others option as well. There are lots of jobs searching platform. For example, LinkedIn is definitely one. I think you contacted with me.
Yeah, yeah, Jim.
So LinkedIn is one, and there are other companies as well. For example, Blind is there for anonymous. It is similar to LinkedIn only, but anonymous. Then there is Indeed, and there are I think Monster Job, then Instahire. There are lots of job searching portals. From there also you can search for internship. I think Internshala. I remember Internshala also do some kind of like you provide some sort of internship experience, but I don't think there are like good companies over there. So mostly you can what you can do is you can reach out to people who are working in good companies,
Okay.
say in LinkedIn or Blind,
Right.
and you can ask them to provide you referral. And based on the referral, you'll probably get opportunity to give interviews.
Okay.
If you crack the interview, then like you'll get the internship. Maybe like there are two sorts of internship happens. I think, but from Amazon perspective, I can say there are 2 months internship and there are 6 month internship. So you can give interview for any of them based on your availability, because sometimes these colleges put restriction rates. You cannot go for internship for let's say 6 months. Sometimes college put restriction. In that
Okay.
case, you can go for 2 months internship. Yeah, like whatever suits for you.
Okay, so
This is the standard way of finding internship.
okay, so like you said that like 2 or 3 platform are best. Like one is LinkedIn, then Internshala, and third one is that.
Internshala, I don't know how good it is, but InstaHire is one.
Yeah. Okay.
So there is a platform called Blind. It is not
Okay.
a job searching portal.
Okay.
It's like a network of professional people, anonymous network of professional people. So there are lots of good people are there. They discuss like anonymously. They discuss lots of internal things. For example, whatever happening in internal to Amazon, or whatever happening in internal to Google or Microsoft, let's say, or OpenAI. So these people like discuss anonymously on various issues, but they are very supportive. If you reach out to them, asking that, okay, so you have this, you are interested in some
Yeah.
internship, and maybe from jobs, like there will be some job portal, right? For example, for Amazon or Microsoft, there is some job portal. From there, you can search for the internship job that they are like currently opened.
Okay.
And then you can take the job a link and ask, let's say, one Amazon employee to provide you referral. If they provide you referral, you will get the interview opportunity. Then based on the interview performance, it will be decided you are selected or not.
Okay.
But definitely internship is something good to have in your resume. It is not a like mandatory thing. It is not that during the actual hiring they will see like they will the internship as a filtering criteria. No, not that. But it is something good to have. Like, before going to industry, like explore a little bit of industry, like what really happens in industry.
So the main thing is that you should be explore like different kind of thing, right?
Yeah, definitely. You should be always like open to things. You should always explore a different kind of.
Okay. Coming up to my next question, like currently now I'm a second year and I also like prepare for the my placement also. So I have also a question like how to prepare for the like good placement. So can you suggest me like if you're doing this kind of thing then you totally like correct your placement this kind of thing. So what's your opinion?
I think if you're looking for a software engineering job, then coding, you need good coding skill. So especially like you need to know any one of the main programming language that is there in market.
Okay.
For example, either Python or C++ or Java, or
Okay.
there's new languages are coming as well, Golang, Rust. Any one programming language you can learn, and you can also prepare for data structure algorithm, because
Okay.
when data structure algorithm is kind of like the fundamentals of computer science. So in internship or any job interview as well, they will judge your like how strong your fundamentals are. And you need to prepare data structure algorithm, and they will probably ask you some data structure algorithm problem, only the interviewer, and you have to like you have to identify what is the solution for that problem, and you have to code that. And if you can do it in a good manner, then there is definitely you'll get positive feedback from the interviewer. And in an interview, I think there will be multiple rounds depending on company. Some company take 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, depending on companies. Mostly this will be data structure algorithm related problem only they will ask. Especially for internship, they will be like it will be a data structure algorithm problem only. So yeah.
Okay. Wow. So like should student like try on like on campus or like off campus? What would be your opinion?
I mean, there is not any difference between on campus and off campus. On campus, they are like your college is bringing companies in your college, but in off campus, you need to search it by yourself. But from interview perspective, there is no difference at all.
Okay, there have also like restriction about like amount like packages also. Like in campus, it will be like some kind of reduce the amount, and the off campus also like they're getting the higher package and much better package. So
Okay, I don't really know about the difference between on-campus and off-campus packages, but they should be pretty similar only. I don't think there will be a significant gap between the two. And I don't even think there is a difference, but I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, so like I have also like a similar kind of question. Like, should companies like ask about like your previous work experience?
Okay, because you are looking for entry level job, right?
Yeah.
So why they should ask you for your previous job experience? Maybe like they can ask you about your past project. If you have done
Yeah,
any
right,
project, what kind of project you have done? If you provide some details around this, that this is the project I have done, then they may ask you some questions surrounding that, like how you used this concept or that concept. Like, but it will be like related to the fundamentals, like how they will judge you based on your fundamental knowledge only. They won't judge you
Okay.
based on your project.
Okay,
You
so
may or may not have good project in your resume, but they will judge your fundamental. If you mention about project that you have worked on, they will ask you question related to that project and try to understand how how strong your fundamentals are.
correct me if I'm wrong. Like they also like searching for those kind of student. Like, is there have any kind of problem solving mindset or not? Is that true or?
Exactly. They are like big companies, especially big companies, not only big companies, small companies as well. There are
Okay.
lots of problems. Like I'm part of Amazon, so I know like how difficult it is to run business globally.
Okay.
Everything is happening through software only, right?
See.
In Amazon, everything is happening through software. No individual person has complete knowledge of Amazon, not even the CEO.
Okay. So
Everything is
they have
happening
the
with
mindset of
software.
like problem
Yeah.
solving.
So there are lots of problems that we are facing daily, and they need people who can solve problem. What kind of problem? I don't know. Every day we see new and new problem. But
Okay.
you should have a problem solving mindset. You should be able to clearly think. You should be able to logically deduct think. That is a skill that is required in any company. Not only for software engineering role, but in any role. Problem solving mindset is something that is needed. And
Okay.
through coding, especially for software engineering job, through coding, they will try to assess how your problem solving skill is. Because as a software engineer, like as an entry level software engineer, mostly you will do coding only.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I totally agree with you. And similar kind of my next question is that like what kind of like interviewer ask the student like DSA or development? What is the most
Okay,
frequently asked question?
I think this is a blurry area. So, for example, if you see big companies, for example, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, or Meta, or like that, this big companies doesn't really worry about the framework that you're using. For example, you may know React. There is a front end framework. You may know Spring Boot, the back end framework, Java is back. You may know all this, but they won't care about this. Whatever framework you know, they won't care about it. They will just ask you complex data structure algorithm problem, and they will try to judge your problem solving ability on it. Because they know that if you are a good problem solver, you can learn anything. Whenever something new is needed in a project, let's say React is needed.
Yeah.
Someone who have problem solving mindset will be able to easily learn React maybe within 2 days, 3 days, even 1 week. They'll be able to learn it, and they will be able to solve the specific problem this company is facing. But again, in software industry, there are two types of companies, right? So product-based company and service-based company. Product-based company, what is the difference? Product-based companies are building product. For example, Amazon is a product, right? It is running a business. It is a specific product that Amazon is building. Similarly, Google is a product. It is a search engine. Similarly, Microsoft is a product. It is mostly an operating system, but it has its cloud infrastructures as well. It is a vast thing, but ultimately it builds product. These are all product-based companies. Even there are small product-based companies as well. There are lots of startups are there. They are product-based companies. They are building some product. But in parallel, there are service-based companies. For example, TCS, Infosys, Capgemini. These are service-based company. So what they do is they don't have their own software. They actually help some other companies to build up. For example, let's say Mercedes-Benz is a company, right? It is a car making company.
Okay.
Similarly, let's say whatever. Let's say Classmate is a company that prepare note.
Yeah.
These are companies, not software companies, right? But they also need software to run their business.
Right.
In some extent, they need some software.
Right.
This service-based company, what they does is they build software on behalf of them.
Okay.
So they build software. Let's say they build software for Mercedes-Benz. They build software for Classmate, or there are different companies out there. Any number of company. Let's say IRCTC, Indian Rail. That is a software, and some, let's say Infosys. I don't know who build it. Probably Infosys. Maybe Infosys can help because they have the large knowledge, like talent base. But the problem with service-based company is it like you will be dedicated to one particular client.
Okay.
You will be assigned to a particular client, and you will build software for a client. And those softwares are not really a hardcore software. Maybe they will put you under, like, software also need maintenance, right? There are lots of issues that we face in software, especially when large number of people are using. Let's say IRCTC, Indian Railway, the software that manage Indian Railway. So you can face. Let's say you have made some payment and you didn't get the ticket. That is an issue, right? So software always has issues, especially when there is large number of customers are there. There are lots of issues. Every day you need to tackle new kind of issues. And maybe like what we'll do is, like, this companies, the service-based companies take ownership of that, like, let's say fixing the issue, which is not a good thing, right? You won't learn much thing by fixing things. I mean, you will learn, but your knowledge will be specific to one thing only. So they, like, you will be randomly put here and there in for different clients in service-based companies. Sometimes you'll be in bench, like you'll wait for a new project, but you won't learn much. So this is, I won't recommend you to join service-based company. If you have no other option, you can definitely go for service-based company.
Okay.
Salary is also not incomparable with product-based company. Product-based company normally pay higher, and you'll learn a lot of things. And especially, let's say in future you want to build a startup.
Yeah.
Like everyone has a vision to build a startup at some point of their life.
Right.
If you want to build a startup, that is building a product. Right? And you learn the skill from product-based company only, not a service-based company. In service-based company, you will provide only service to some others, and that service is kind of dead-end service.
Okay. Wow. Like, I also don't know this kind of thing, like knowledge of like service-based companies and the difference between. Like, I also knowing the part of like Infosys and this kind of thing also, like FAANG companies, similar kind of. But no, there are also like different service-based companies. What for the other companies and like large companies?
Exactly. Wow. There's a significant cultural difference between these two kind of companies. And if you have option, always try for product-based company, not services. Because your knowledge will be like, you learn things faster in the product-based company, and your salary will be far more. Your increment will be far more in product-based company. And if you have plan for building your own product in future, that skill also you will learn from product-based company only, not service.
Okay, so we should be like focus on like product-based companies, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Coming up to my next question, like, what is the roadmap of like becoming a software engineer?
Okay. I will answer it in my own way.
Yeah.
So don't focus for package up.
Okay.
Being a good software engineer is far more than doing some like targeting some specific package or learning a small thing. It is it's a altogether different journey.
Okay.
It is very difficult to like, from your perspective, let's say you don't have much experience. From your perspective, it is difficult for me as well to explain you how exactly you can be a good software engineer. But the main funda of building software is not building the thing itself, but building something that is extensible, that is manageable, that is maintainable. For example, anyone can build a house, but few people can build a house that is durable and can tolerate on all kind of situation. It's an earthquake, or even let's say you have make a building 1 floor.
Right.
On your own knowledge, you have built it.
Right.
Now you want to build it. You want, after let's say 10-20 years, you want to make the 2nd floor.
Right.
What will happen if you don't have much knowledge while building the 1st floor? Your entire building will collapse.
Okay.
And if your software collapse, that means the entire business collapse. Right?
Okay.
So whenever you are building software, you should be far-sighted. You should know what is the future, upcoming future, what are the things that can come.
Right.
You should build things in such a way that is extensible, because everything is changing, right? Amazon, let's say 10 years ago, what Amazon was, today it is completely different. 10 years ago, what Google was, today it is completely different. Continuous upgradation is something needed. Even every day there are new and new updates are happening in every software. And building something where you can add new thing without breaking anything, that is a rare skill. Not only for software engineering, any kind of engineering, including construction engineering.
Okay.
Right? You have built 1st floor, you want to build 2nd floor, you want to build 3rd floor. You have to carefully think beforehand, like, what is your ultimate objective with this?
Okay. So like my question is that the roadmap, like what should be like for like beginner? Yeah, if you're following like this kind of programming language, it's also like much easier and also your opinion.
So like when you gain experience, right, you'll slowly understand that programming language is just a vehicle.
Okay.
You can express your thought to computer using a programming language.
Right.
But after all, how you are designing thing, this is where the designing skill comes to. Like if you become experienced software engineer, then they ask you design question, system design question. It is not required for let's say college. You are let's say you are a new join and
Okay.
you are a fresher.
Right.
System design is not needed for you, because you will probably like initial phase you'll probably work on project where someone who have a lot of experience will explain you what exactly you have to do, and they will spoon feed you, and you have to do the specific task they have assigned to you. But the thing is, when you become experienced, you'll understand this is a like slow process. Slowly you will know that the big part of software, like building software, is not programming language itself. You can build software using Java. You can use same software using Python. You can you can build same software using other languages as well. But the thing is, you should have a clear design. Like, what is your objective? What you are trying to do? What business problem you are trying to solve right now? And what are the other business problems that can come in future?
Right.
And how to maintain this code without any issue? Because in software, if there are millions of people are using software, if there is an issue in software, millions of people will suffer.
Right.
So that kind of disaster recoveries, that's that kind of, like, you have to think clearly. Like, that is the skill you will learn with experience only. For that, actually, I would recommend to try to join a product-based company as soon as possible in your career. If it is from the beginning only, then that is definitely good. If you joined a service-based company initially, then try to switch as soon as possible and move a product-based company where these kind of things happen. Okay, this kind of things we do regularly. And there is a thing called agile. Okay, you have heard this term agile?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay, agile means, okay, earlier there was a different kind of philosophy in building software. People used to, like, let's say you don't forget about software. Let's say you have to build a car.
Right.
Then someone have to design the engine, right?
Right.
Maybe someone have to design the whole skeleton of the car.
Right.
Someone have to design the tires.
Yeah.
These are all different components.
Yeah.
And so different companies can work together to build this product, and finally they can assemble it to build the complete product.
Right.
In any project, this happens.
Right.
Different components are built by different people, and finally you assemble them together. Now, how you are building this different company, especially in product-based companies, where you have to deliver things really fast. You know a business, there is a business opportunity, and you want to capture that by building a software. Now you have to build all these components together, right? Because for car, maybe some other company already built the tire, but for building a new software, you don't really know like if the problem is already solved or not. Maybe some problems are not already solved. You have to assemble things, and multiple team have to work on these different projects together, so that they have to like, if this happens now, so then they have to think beforehand. Okay, my component I'm going to complete by 2 months. Another person will say my component I'll build by 3 months. And someone else, a central person, have to plan accordingly. Okay, this component is going to deliver this time, this component is going to this time, then we can merge them together to build the final product. So, and if any one team lags behind, then that is a problem, right?
Right.
Because it will delay the entire project.
Obviously.
And if you delay, let's say 1 year, for building a new project, if you delay 1 year, whatever business you are trying to capture, maybe that will, some other competitors will capture that.
Okay.
This is really a competition. Okay. Building software is also like tackling competition. And this competition, everyone needs to work hard, have to think together. This process is called actually agile.
Okay.
Multiple components are moving together to meet somewhere. This entire process is called agile. This is a software development philosophy.
Okay, so like coming up to my same question, like as a student, if I want to be a software engineer, so I also like knowing the past background of software engineer, and also like current like service-based companies, what they want to in their company. Like if the educated person checking like kind of YouTube videos, then they also like knowing the like Python, Java, DSA. This also like important thing, and also like mindset of problem solving thing. So you can like crack the interview, and this is also like roadmap of becoming a software developer, right?
Yeah. So definitely learn any programming language. You can learn multiple. There is no harm, but learn one programming language very well, and learn how to solve problem. Initially, you may not have problem in your hand. So solve data structure algorithm problem, which is kind of common problem that software engineers face.
Okay.
There are lots of platforms. For example, HackerRank is one.
Okay.
Then there is a platform called LeetCode. There are problems out there, and you can open an account in those in those portals, and you can solve problems that are listed there. These are kind of mathematical problems. These are kind of toy problems, but you can solve them to get a real flavor, kind of the similar flavor of what kind of questions are asked in interviews. Especially, I would recommend you for exploring LeetCode.
Okay.
Because this like slowly this became a de facto standard of like what kind of questions are asked in interview.
Okay.
Basically, there is a community out there. Whenever someone is giving interview, they share the experience that okay, this is my experience, and based on that experience, this LeetCode platform, they upgrade themselves. They add new and new problems. So if you solve problem from LeetCode, you'll get a flavor of what kind of questions are normally asked in interviews.
Okay, yeah, really got it. So like, what is the packages of like current market like as a software engineer, as a fresher in India?
Okay, it really depends, right? Because different companies provide different packs. If you see service-based companies, they will provide you say 4 LPA, 5 LPA, 6 LPA, 8 LPA.
Yeah. Very
But if you go for product-based companies, they'll probably give you 15 LPA, 10 LPA, 15 LPA, 20 LPA. They'll provide for shares. And if you see the top tier companies, for example, FAANG company, Meta, Amazon, Apple, Google, Microsoft, they will provide you something around, let's say, 28, 30 LPA, even more. But the base is pretty much similar. You can expect base salary of around 15 LPA.
Okay, so
CTC is kind of fluctuate, like it is a kind of bloated, right? Because the concept of CTC, it is cost to company.
right.
Have a fixed base salary as well as they provide stock and there are other benefits, joining bonus and everything. They just merge it.
Okay.
That is not the thing that you get in every month. Your every month salary is actually comes from base salary.
Okay. It's
Base
also
salary
like
you can expect
deducting your salary.
not exactly deduct. Let's say you'll have a CTA of let's say 30.
Yeah.
Then maybe 15 will be base.
Okay.
They will add a new component that okay, we'll provide you 5 lakh as bonus for 1 year on first year.
Okay.
We'll provide for relocation. We'll provide you let's say 2 lakh.
Okay.
We'll provide a stock of let's say 10 lakh that will be split across multiple years. But your
Okay.
base salary is ultimately that 15 lakh only, right? Other components are kind of either it can be distributed across multiple year or you can get something immediately, but from next month you won't get it.
Right.
These are kind of bloated thing. Yes, CTC, the concept of CTC, it is a bloated thing, but the
Okay.
idea of base salary is the concrete salary, so, which is definitely you are going to get.
Okay, so like service-based company like much lower if I compare to the like product-based.
Whereas like lot in service-based companies, the more profit is made by the company itself, and they are not like you are not going to do some very like where you need really high problem solving skill. Maybe most of the time you'll be in bench. There's a concept of bench because like there is no project to work on, so you are just idle.
Okay.
A laptop and do nothing.
So, okay.
So, you can chill in service company. There is no work pressure at all. But
Okay.
at least you won't learn anything. You won't get much. Your like whatever your peers are getting in
Right.
product-based company, you won't get.
Okay.
Product-based company, there are work pressure. There is a pressure to deliver things as fast as possible. But salary will be definitely high.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. So like currently this trend, what kind of like what type of things should we learn in this current trend of 2024?
Like what kind of what is the trend of the industry as a whole?
Yeah.
I can explain you that. So definitely one is cloud computing.
Okay.
It's a big thing. For example, Amazon has this Amazon Web Service,
Right.
and Microsoft has Azure. Google has, I think, Google Cloud Platform (GCP).
Right.
Similarly, other companies like Alibaba also has its own cloud, and there are many other small companies.
Amazon also.
Cloud.
Amazon also.
Yeah, it is AWS, Amazon Web Service. It is a big org inside Amazon. It is a big part. Okay.
Okay.
So cloud computing. What exactly is cloud computing? Let's say you are building a software. Let's say you have built a application app.
Yeah.
Now you cannot host this app in your local laptop, right?
Right.
Because if your application is running all the time,
Right.
you cannot run your laptop all the time. And also, especially if you have lots of customers, let's say millions of people are using your app, then your single computer definitely cannot hold.
Right.
It cannot hold the load, right? So even thousands of requests, if someone make thousands of requests to your own laptop, it will crash.
Right.
Program will crash. So you need many computers, thousands of computers to process traffic, millions of billions of traffic. Right? For example, there's a Meta. There are billions of people using Facebook daily.
Well.
There are thousands of computers out there for even a button click. Let's say you are uploading a post in Facebook. You're uploading a post. Thousands of computers are serving that. Because maybe billions of other people also uploading images that are going somewhere. That image is getting uploaded somewhere.
Right.
So that somewhere is a cloud. basically there are lots of data centers. I'm currently in Hyderabad. In Hyderabad also there are lots of data centers around here and there. Even AWS has its own data center here. Data center means it is like thousands of server computer. They are running day and night.
Okay.
And if you have built a software, you can run your software in those servers. They will run all the time, and they will like if you upload your software there, it will run all the time and it will serve the traffic. And let's say you need 5 computers to serve your traffic, serve your customer.
Okay.
Maybe in future, let's say suddenly you saw your whatever application you have built, so went viral. And let's say 2 times more people are viewing your app, using your app suddenly. Then you need to scale up, right? Instead of 5 computers, you need 10 computers.
Right.
So that also you can do instantly using cloud computer. It is kind of flexible. Amazon has lots of computers in its own hand, in its data centers, and Amazon provide you service. This data centers as a service they provide. You can rent computer in this data center. You can deploy your application.
Right.
If you need more computer, they can rent you. If you need less, you can again release those computers. Okay, this is kind of a flexible thing. But as this is a very nice thing, because especially for, let's say, startup, this is a like really nice thing. For example, let's say you are building a startup. You have an idea, you are building a startup. You don't have fund to buy 10 computer, is it? You have currently? No, right?
No.
Time. Buying 10 computer means you need, let's say, 5 lakh rupees.
Yeah, this kind
You
of.
have that, right?
Right.
But you can rent that for 1 month. If you want to rent it, the lowest, I think Amazon currently provides, let's say, let's say you need 1 GB of RAM and let's say bare minimum 2 core CPU. Then maybe like you'll get around 500 rupees per month. You'll get one computer. Maybe using 5,000 rupees, you can rent per month. You can rent 10 computers. You can deploy your application. Again, if you are making profit, then you can buy it. No problem.
Yeah, obviously.
You are starting up. When you are starting thing,
Right.
and it is really a nice thing to opt for these cloud providers.
Okay.
And especially maintaining large number of computers is really difficult. For example, let's say State Bank of India.
Yeah,
It
obviously.
has
It's huge.
its own website. It has huge data set. But do you think State Bank is a company that should focus on managing and maintaining computers? They're a bank, right?
Right.
Their leaders, their CEO should focus more time on how to expand its banking business,
Right.
how to expand its data center, not how to solve complex, messy data center problem,
Right.
not how to upgrade its hardware.
Right.
Should not focus on this thing, right? This is really annoying for them because they are running different business.
Yeah.
They should not think about this problem. So what Amazon does it, Amazon says that, okay, we have expertise in this knowledge and we'll provide you, like you can build software by your own.
Right.
Give the software to us. We'll manage and maintain all this software on behalf of you. We'll have all the computer. Just provide us a rent. As a rent, provide us this service. So this is the concept of cloud computing.
Okay. So people should be learn the cloud computing in the new trend.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it's a new trend and it is definitely something where it is not a hype. Okay. For example, there are lots of things happening in artificial intelligence that is running on hype. Lots of things that are happening in cryptocurrency domain that is hype. But cloud computing is not a hype. It is a cold reality. And millions of applications are running on cloud computing platforms only, and these are profitable business. Amazon is running a profitable business. It is profitable for third-party company as well, for startup as well, for even mid-sized companies as well. This is a profitable thing. They don't want to take headache of running and maintain computers.
Right.
They want to run their own business. And based on this cloud, actually, there is another trend. Based on this cloud only, there is a thing called platform as a service. There is a thing called infrastructure as a service. There is a thing called software as a service.
Okay.
But what exactly is infrastructure or platform as a service? I'm not going into too much details of how this AWS and all things are work. That we can discuss in maybe some other interview. But here I'm like just telling you like what exactly it is. The hardware, the infrastructure, Amazon is renting that. Google is renting that. That is fine. You understood.
Obviously.
But this is SaaS, software as a service.
Okay.
SaaS. This is a new thing. SaaS means you are building product. Everything is running on cloud computer. You are not doing anything. Let's say you are a programmer. You build a software. You created a software, and you deployed everything. You don't have. You own nothing. You own no computer at all.
Right.
You deploy your system in, let's say, AWS. Your software is running, and from your client, you ask money for providing the service that you are providing.
Right.
You have built a software, you are asking rent for that software. For example, let's say Netflix. Maybe Netflix has its own infrastructure, but they are also using Amazon. Okay. Netflix, all the movies and all, they are putting their data in Amazon data centers. And they just built the software and they are taking rent. Like they are providing these movies as rent, right? They're providing this entire movie, web series, whatever. They're providing them as a service. They're providing software as a service. They own nothing. They are purely a software company that builds software. They don't own any hardware.
Okay.
This is the concept of SaaS, and there are many such platforms are coming in recent years. Okay. SaaS is a new kind of software revolution, because there are lots of platforms where you have premium, like even LinkedIn also.
Yeah. Right.
You can provide them money and they will give you some extra feature.
Yeah, premium.
Everything is free. You provide some money, they will give you some extra feature.
Right.
Similarly in lots of software.
Yeah, YouTube also a premium account.
In YouTube also, there is a premium account.
Yeah.
Google provides its workspace. For example, you can have your own custom domain. Let's say you are running a small business, you have 10 members, you have your own email account.
Yeah, right.
Let's say your company name is abc.com, instead of @google.com or gmail.com, you will have your own domain. It will have your own domain. Okay. So that thing also you can go to Google and maybe using 300 rupees per month, you can have that for 10 members.
Yeah.
This is again a SaaS, concept of SaaS. They're providing you some service, software as a service.
Right.
And the leader of this SaaS market is Salesforce, Uppost.
Yeah.
These are companies that are leader of this SaaS. So, for example, Salesforce, again, Atlassian as well. Atlassian is another big company that is very very much in the SaaS domain.
Okay. Yeah.
So, for example, Salesforce build something called, I'm just giving one example, called Quip. Okay. Quip is just kind of Google Doc. It has lots of extra features than Google Doc. It is very nice. And they also, they provide, for not for normal customers. They actually target enterprise. For example, Amazon is not a company, it is not an expert in building a document, right? It's a Google Doc. Google is expert in building Google Doc. But Amazon needs lots of documentation on it, right? We as employee need to write document on things all the time. That means Salesforce can give as a service this Quip. Salesforce can give this as a service and Amazon will pay Salesforce.
Okay.
Got it, right? This is again a SaaS model.
Okay.
There are two kinds of business happens, right? So if you see business, there are two kinds of business happens normally. B2C, business to normal end customer.
Right.
And business to business, B2B.
Right.
And B2B business is a huge business. Big company is client of another big company. Okay. So this is another domain.
This is a B2B business, right?
Yes, this is a B2B.
Okay.
For example, there is a thing called Dukan, right? You heard about that with an Indian startup.
Yeah, right.
You can do some button click and you can create your own e-commerce website.
Yeah, I will say it.
Like Amazon. You can also explore this. This is a nice. You can just click a button. You'll have your own hosted website, and you can upload. Let's say you want to sell book
Right.
online. You
Right.
can just upload images, and you will be able to own the kind of you similar to Amazon,
Okay.
and you can build rates within few button click. Now, if you want customization,
Right.
if you want more flexibility, then you have to maybe pay some money, maybe 500 per month. You have to pay.
Yeah.
Okay, to Dukan, get more feature, to get some more like these are all custom built, right? So
Right.
some new theme you want, they'll ask you for some more money. The basic one is free, but this takes some time.
Yeah.
So again, a SaaS model. This business is also running on a SaaS model.
Obviously.
So there are lots of companies that are working on this SaaS model.
Mm-hmm.
Especially small startups are working on this SaaS model. They don't own the large computing infrastructure. They don't own data center. They own software, and they sell this software to some other person, maybe end customer, or other business.
Yeah.
And lots of company out there. For example, DocuSign is another. You heard about DocuSign? They're like, so this is legal contract. Let's say you are doing business with me.
Yeah.
And I promise you that after end of month, if you provide me this and this service, then I will give you, let's say, $100. It's an agreement, right?
Documentation, SRS, I think.
Yeah.
And
Both side need to do the signing and all, but everything is digital.
okay.
Sign manage this.
Okay.
There are, let's say you have a small company you are running.
Yeah.
At the end of month, you want to make payment to each employee. Then you need an automated solution. Okay, I'll give this company this 5 lakh rupees initially, and at the end of each month, at the last day of the month, every employee's account will be credited to that amount. Okay, then that is also some software is providing that, right? For example, Deal is a website that is doing that you can do. That is also a SaaS model.
Yeah, so there have been like multiple kind of website hack. Right.
Exactly. So this is a concept. Like SaaS model is a concept, and you can explore. There are lots of things out there you can build using this SaaS model, and it is a profitable model. You just need to own a laptop, nothing else.
Only.
You can rent everything from Amazon. You can rent everything from Google.
Yeah.
As a cloud service provider. So SaaS is running on top of cloud only.
Okay.
Also, you can build large company. You can build a company that is profitable, that is making money.
Okay.
And current software trend is surrounding this concept. This is one thing. This is not the only one thing. SaaS is definitely not the only one thing. Artificial intelligence side also, there are lots of good things are happening. Lots of things are hype, but lots of things are happening that are genuine and has real impact.
Yeah.
Cryptocurrency also another domain that you can explore. Especially like recent time, you heard about this like ChatGPT and all, right?
Yeah.
Large language model.
Yeah.
This is another domain, but this is not exactly software engineering, but more of a like artificial intelligence side of things.
Yeah.
But if you see these large companies, they are really like connected. There is not much separation as in terms of business. If you see, there is not much difference between this software engineering thing and this artificial intelligence, machine learning, this kind of. For example, Amazon is automatically. Let's say Amazon. What currently Amazon is doing is you can try buying any chair or anything.
Right.
There will be an option for scan your room. If you scan your room, and Amazon will show you if you put the item in your room, how it will
looks like, and
how it looks like. You can even before buying, you can explore, you can experiment.
Obviously.
This is the image processing thing, right? Image processing, and using artificial intelligence and all, they are doing it image processing. There are startup as well. Stability AI is on startup that is working on like the artificial intelligence based image processing, and then even automatically generating customer sentiment. If you see in Amazon, there is a new button, a new kind of cardboard kind of thing, you can say. All the customer reviews, we don't always have time to read all the customer feedback. So if there is a generalization, we always look for some generalization before buying.
Yeah, obviously.
Artificial intelligence is doing this generalization for you. Like, this is the overall sentiment of this product. This is a good product or bad product. You can take that, you can read that specific review created by artificial intelligence, and you can buy item based on that.
Yeah.
So this is another domain, artificial intelligence. And there are lots of things happening, especially in the large language model domain.
Yeah.
OpenAI. Yeah, about OpenAI.
Yeah. Obviously, I also touch this point some of the time later, but yeah, don't disclose to right now. Yeah. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. So my next question is that in this current time, our network is much important. Also, student and also businesses also. So how to build a networking.
Okay, I think building a network is not really the most important thing. You cannot have thousands of people in your network. You cannot maintain that, because I think there is a research. I forgot who did the research, but I remember that it is around 100 people only human can truly collaborate. Beyond that, your cognitive our whole cognitive capacity is not doing work with more than 100, because we are after all, human is evolved, right?
Right.
And at some point in the history, we are hunter-gatherers and
right,
our ancestors.
Right.
And they used to roam in groups.
Right.
And normally this tribe size was around, let's say, 70, 80, 90, 100. Not thousands of people are in one tribe. Mostly it will be around 100 of them, right?
Right.
And human has evolved, but the time scale, evolutionarily, the time scale is not too much, right? Maybe 5,000 people are this time.
Probably.
So we still have, our brain is not evolved that much. This short span of time.
Right.
So we still cannot communicate with very large number of people. We still need a small number of good people, connection of small number of good people to achieve our goal.
Yeah.
But in that sense, I can tell you that you definitely need networking. But the most important thing is learn as much as possible from everyone else and build a small network of really motivated people.
If any person building any kind of network have the mindset of business mindset, so how to connect with those kind of people?
So if you really want to connect to a similar minded people, right now there are social medias and all, and LinkedIn is definitely social media for professional people.
Okay.
You can explore LinkedIn, and if you want to really do physical meetup, then there is a thing called meetup.com. You can explore. I don't know, even living currently in Kolkata, right?
Right.
I don't know how the community is there in Kolkata.
Okay.
But definitely you can explore meetup.com.
Okay.
And there are people based on interest, people do connect offline, online as well.
Yeah.
That is one thing you can explore. Meetup.com, then eventrite.com. These are platforms where people meet up based on interest. Okay. You can definitely meet up with people, and also you can definitely do networking from LinkedIn line.
So we also have the interest of future. Yeah, what happen will be in future. So I have the similar kind of question also. Future में क्या हो सकता है, and after 10 or 15 years later, what will become of?
It is really this is really difficult to predict the future. It is not even possible to predict.
Yeah.
No one really know. Everyone tell that this will happen, that will happen. But no one really know, right, what will happen.
No, but I want to know your industry. Like if you're working as a industry, so you have the similar kind of idea. Like 10 or 15 years later, it will be happen, and it will be like working on this kind of thing. But it's not a publicly like mentioned this kind of.
I don't process any information that is not public. I mean, definitely I know some information related to Amazon that is not public, that is confidential.
Yeah.
But on average, there is a trend in industry,
Obvious.
public information, and people are assuming there are different kind of people that are thinking differently. Someone is thinking that artificial general, like AGI, artificial general intelligence will surpass human level intelligence, and it will like take jobs and all.
Yeah.
There are different opinions on this. Definitely, artificial intelligence is going to have a big role
Okay.
in overall human civilization. And definitely, software engineering is a domain
Okay.
where artificial intelligence is having a big impact. Right?
Okay.
It's already having it is already having a huge role.
Yeah.
But I don't think that our jobs will get obsolete in future. Maybe I think NVIDIA CEO has recently told that like you don't have to do coding.
Yeah.
Because AI will do all the coding for you. But I don't agree on his opinion.
Okay.
This is most like telling someone has discovered calculator. That means we don't need mathematician at all.
Okay. Right.
We have calculator. We don't need any mathematician at all. We always need mathematics.
Yeah. Obviously.
Calculator is not sufficient. Someone even have to calculator is just an augmentation, right?
Yeah.
It is like making the mathematician faster.
Obviously. It will be much easier.
Yes, it will be a lot easier to do mathematics.
Yeah.
Similarly, in software industry as well, artificial intelligence will enhance my skill to build new thing in a faster manner.
Okay.
But you don't automate my job.
Okay.
That is not something. I don't think AGI like whatever currently is there, right? This is large language model, ChatGPT, Llama, or whatever things are there. These are like large language model, right? And I don't think they are really capable of doing real software, building real software.
Okay.
I don't think in near future as well they will be able to do. They'll be able to take the software engineer's job. It will just like some nature of this job. Our job will change. That always happens in any industrial revolution. That always happens.
Yeah.
But it is not. Jobs are not going to get obsolete.
Yeah. So like we
And
also
especially about NVIDIA. Why NVIDIA CEO is so interested in telling this fact?
okay.
Don't need to do coding at all.
Right.
Because with this rise of artificial intelligence, do you know which company only which company got benefited the most?
Yeah. NVIDIA. I think.
It is NVIDIA. It is NVIDIA only.
Okay.
Because this training this large language model, it needs lots of computer, and NVIDIA is the company that is good at building hardware. With Amazon buy hardwares from NVIDIA.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why they always push a narrative that AI is going to be AI is going to take everything away, and AI is the new future. Similarly, they also like make cryptocurrency as a hype, because training this mining cryptocurrency also takes lots of computational resources, need lots of hardware, and NVIDIA is a company that actually, it was a gaming company, right? It used to build graphics card.
Yeah.
Now, with this cryptocurrency boom and with this artificial intelligence boom, actually NVIDIA is the company that got benefited the most.
Okay. So this is the hype of like they are spreading.
Yeah, actually they are rising the hype. If you see the stock, in 1 year their stock grown 2.5 times.
Right.
Huge, right?
Right.
Put money in NVIDIA. If you put 1 lakh rupees, you will get within 1 year you will get 2.5 lakh. So currently, like NVIDIA net worth is around, I think, 2.7 trillion dollar. And if you put India's GDP into perspective, I think India's GDP is around 3.5, 3 point. It is not 5 trillion yet. India is targeting to have 5 trillion.
Okay. But currently it's 3.5.
3.5, around 3.5.
Wow.
Whatever India's GDP is, NVIDIA is going to almost touch that.
Yeah.
NVIDIA as a company is a single company.
Oh.
Similarly, Amazon I think is on around 1.8, 1.9 trillion dollar company. It is a big company, but from the beginning only Amazon is a big company. But NVIDIA is something that is rising really hard. And the people who joined NVIDIA as a software engineer, they are millionaire now. Because they got stock and it increased, let's say 10 times. If you got stock of, let's say 10 lakh, someone in 10 years ago, let's say someone got stock of 10 lakh.
Right.
That is now, I think, 1 crore.
Oh.
So, NVIDIA is a company that got benefited the most from this AI and cryptocurrency hype. So, that's why they want to keep this hype alive. And they make comments. Definitely, Jensen Huang is a really smart person. But he also wants to keep this hype alive.
Yeah.
For the sake of his own.
Kind of Elon Musk.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like, keeping the hype alive is also like needed for running his business.
Yeah.
So that's why
lots of students also like scared, like if the AI is like generating software, so why need as a like software student?
Devin AI is built by a bunch of competitive programmers. If you practice in lead code, I think there's a person called Neil Yu. He's the username, I don't know the actual name.
Okay.
He used to be always first, second, third in all those competitions. When I used to
I will say
he's one of the member. He's one of the member of the team that is building the Devin AI. But I don't think they are really building anything fundamental. Behind the scene, I don't know, these are all closed sources. I don't know how they build it, but what I feel is behind the scene, there is something like ChatGPT on.
Okay.
Building large language model as a small company, as a startup is not possible because it needs lots of computing power. Okay, lots of computers. Small startup cannot do that. But they can call ChatGPT using some API and all, and they can build a nice interface that is similar to like simulating something. But behind the scene, this is large language model only. Behind the scene, it is ChatGPT only.
So it's not
like you can also build this.
Yeah.
There's a thing called gradient AI.
Okay.
You can go and build your own model. Llama is currently open source. Llama is provided by Meta.
Okay.
And you can build your own language model there. You can train your own language model and you can build your own product. It is not a difficult thing.
Wow, sound interesting.
I don't know how it's media coverage is something that takes a role.
Yeah.
But I don't think Devin AI is something that is going to like take away your job.
It's also like a hype of the kind of thing, and also attention also.
Yeah, modern economy is also running on attention, right?
Yeah.
The more attention you give, they always look for attention. The more attention you give to a particular product, the more funding they get from.
And more users also like coming to the visiting their platform also.
Startup are running on venture capitalists fund, right?
Right.
Venture capitalists are someone who provide money to early stage companies.
Right.
And these companies are running on venture capitalist fund, and they are building product. I also have experience with startup. I have connection with couple of startup that are doing really nice things.
Okay.
I don't want to disclose all this.
Okay.
When I'm trying to build my own startup.
Yeah.
In still mode currently, but I don't want to explain this. But
okay.
Yeah. They are there, and we are also trying to use artificial intelligence.
Wow.
Because
really,
adding artificial intelligence, adding AGI on a product really attracts the venture capitalist, and it is easy to get funding from the market.
Okay.
But behind the scene, the product itself maybe 30% is AGI, maybe 30% is their large language model.
Okay.
70% is traditional algorithm, only traditional software.
Okay.
It is really easy to there's a new hype. Artificial intelligence is a new hype, and if you add this in your product,
yeah,
easy for you to convince the venture capitalist that this is a product that has a good future. Because venture capitalists have lots of money, and they also are taking advantage of this hype only. Right?
Okay, so like, what the people there funded the like venture capital? Can you disclose? I also don't know what is the meaning of venture capital.
Venture capital, actually, there is a concept called angel investors.
Yeah.
And there is a thing called venture capitalist.
Obvious.
So angel investors are individual investor. Let's say I have lots of money. I
Okay.
have, let's say, $10 million.
Okay.
And I see that, okay, I have money, I have stability in my life. I can give some person $1 million who are building something that has a potential. It can be the next big company, which has potentiality to earn $100 million.
Right.
Then I can give $1 million to that particular person.
Right.
Normally, this happens through connection and all.
Okay.
But yeah, so let's say I know a person who is with good knowledge of things.
Okay.
He don't have money, but he has the potentiality to build something. Then I will give you $1 million, and he can build. I'll just on top, I'll see what they are doing. I
Right.
won't interfere much, but I'll see like what they are doing with my money. They are doing good thing or bad thing. I'll see.
Okay, so this is the angel
So this is the funding.
investor. Yeah.
This is the angel investor, and there are dedicated companies as well.
Okay.
They just do funding. They have money.
Then.
They do funding to startup. For example, Y Combinator is one. So they have money, and they do funding to startup. They monitor this whatever activity that this startups are doing,
Okay.
and they make profit. Sometimes these startups get acquired by some other company. Right?
Okay.
I know a person who built a company called Bitfusion, which is recently acquired by VMware. VMware is also acquired by Broadcom. Broadcom is a big company.
Okay.
Also build hardware, GPU, and all this.
Okay.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
something that is
Yeah. So like there are two kind of angel investor. Is the like solo investor who like provide their money, and the another form is that you
venture capital.
venture
Venture
capital.
capital, there are funds out.
Yeah.
Even in fact, you can also contribute. You can also there are mutual funds. Let's say
Yeah.
you can open a mutual fund. You don't know why they're investing it. You can explore it.
Obviously.
There are mutual funds that are investing in startup.
Right.
When you are opening a mutual fund, indirectly you are funding a startup.
Startup. And when they rise are rising and growing their company, my money also.
Your mutual fund will grow. Yeah, your mutual fund will also grow.
Okay.
Some way everything is connected.
Yeah.
All sorts of economic activities that are happening, everything is connected. We may not be aware of all the things happening behind the scene.
Yeah.
Everything is connected.
Lots of student also and people also like excited after watching the Shark Tank about like lots of the younger generation, they also like building their own kind of thing, and people and student also like excited. I also doing my own startup, and they have lots of idea, but they don't have the like how to start their startup. So do you have any ideas? So if you have want to start a startup, so you should be like work on the other company kind of 2 or 3 years, then give like some experience, then start your startup. What would be your suggestion as a fresher?
I mean, everyone have idea, right?
Right.
But not all ideas are worthy exploring, and also not all idea. We don't like the way we think. We don't actually like executing an idea is really difficult thing.
Right.
So, having an idea and executing it different.
Obvious.
If you had that kind of motivation to execute an idea, then there is even you can manage time side by side to your regular job. And you can build your own thing.
Okay. So I'll go on.
So if you don't know anything, if you are confused, then I'll recommend go for this companies only, product-based companies only, and then figure it out. Because at least you'll get some real experience with someone else's money.
Right.
And
Yeah. But like if you were starting a tryout first, it's your own self. It's also good, but you also like losing your own money and also time
you
also.
don't have the experience. You don't have the experience
Yeah.
to sustain, because you are just like spending your money.
Right.
Now you have to collect the money from market. That is the difficult part. Spending
Right.
money is the easy part, but collecting the money from market, the
Right.
difficult part.
Obviously. Yeah.
So if you don't have much experience, you are like, it's highly likely that you will lose this money.
Okay.
If you have burning idea, then obviously explore that.
Yeah.
Even side by side to your normal job. If you don't have a burning idea and you don't think you are going to execute it,
Then job will be like
join a job and think clearly, like what exactly you want to do in let's say in 2 years, 3 years, and project your learning goal toward that only.
Okay.
It changes, like if you want to explore, let's say, driverless car, just switch your job. There is no need to have a job that is working toward transportation business.
Okay.
Transportation, I mean, transportation is some part of transportation financial business. So there's no need for that, right? Driverless car is a whole different domain. Not about like go to a company that is building driverless car.
My next question also like similar kind of that like जो अभी college में those students are in college, so what should be like your suggestion they should be like doing in their college time?
Okay, I mean, college time is something you should chill as much as possible, because once you have professional life, you won't get the like college life back.
Right.
So definitely one thing is do chill as much as possible, and also try to learn as much thing as possible. Like enhance your skill as much as possible.
Okay.
Definitely don't spend only on extending your skill, because college life is you won't get it back. Right? Once you are in a professional life, then you'll always miss your college life and school life.
Okay. So are you also like miss your those days, your college life and school life?
I mean, I definitely miss. I actually I hate formal education. I didn't like college life from the I mean, academia perspective. I don't like, but I
Okay.
have the freedom. I had the freedom. I used to own my own time. I had the time to learn my own thing. But right now, as part of Amazon, I have sold my time to someone else.
Right.
Whatever problem Amazon is facing, I have to solve that. I don't have any other option.
Right.
So I have sold my time. I have sold my cognitive capacity for money,
Yeah.
and I'm always obliged to do that. But that
Yeah.
kind of pressure I didn't have during my college time or school time. So I used to study as much as things as possible. I used to watch documentaries, films, and I used to learn new things. I didn't have any restriction on time at all.
Yeah.
But right now it is really difficult to manage time to do all the things that I want to do.
Okay, so your opinion is that is your college time you obviously enjoy, explore, and also like focus learning your college stuff also, right?
Definitely. Like I hated the formal education,
Okay,
but I definitely enjoyed the time.
those kind of like younger generation of India, what would be your advice? Like they should be do.
India is a country that is growing fast, right? It has lots of problems that need to be solved. And especially for Western countries, that they are already developed and they are not growing that fast because majority of their problems are solved. In India, there are lots of problems to be solved, and I think this is an opportunity for us to like figure out what the problem, what is the inefficiencies in our system, and figure out a solution to make things efficient. It can be anything. It can be managing, maintaining road. It can be any. It can be any sorts of things. There are lots of problem, and I think we should have a like we should have this problem solving mindset always with us. We should have a entrepreneurial mindset with us, and we should see problem, and we should not avoid this problem. We should think these problems as an opportunity to improve things, and also as side by side, it is also an opportunity to enhance our own financial, personal financial goal as well. Right. So India is a like unique position where it has problems, it has the knowledge, it has the learned like skilled labor to solve the problems. It needs it needs kind of the direction, like what it want to do, and what kind of problems it want to solve. So definitely is something I think the new younger generation should like target to do.
तो दोस्तों यहाँ